Hello everyone, hope all of you are staying at home safe and sound. Today's lecture number 4 is taken from chapter number 1, Cells, Tissues and Organs, and we are going to discuss two topics today. Number 1, unicellular and multicellular organisms. Number 2, tissues. Both these topics are on the same page of your book, and that is page number 5. Dear students, this is page 5 of your book. For better understanding, you should do the reading of page 5 after the lecture and underline some important words and concepts as well. So our first topic for today is unicellular and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms. Uni means one, cellular means cell, organisms means living things like plants and animals. So, one-celled organisms are called the unicellular organisms. It means all the plants and animals that are made up of only one cell are called unicellular organisms. Dear students, unicellular organisms are found everywhere. In the sand, in the soil, in the air, in the water, and even inside your body. Some examples of unicellular organisms are amoeba, euglena, bacteria, all kinds of germs, viruses, etc. This is an amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism. In fact, it is a unicellular animal. This is a euglena, a unicellular plant. Why it is a plant? Because it possesses these chloroplasts in it. Multicellular organisms. Multi means many, cellular means cells, organism again the living things, plants and animals. So many celled organisms are called the multicellular organisms. In other words, those plants and animals that are made up of many cells are called multicellular organisms. Examples are human being, mango tree, herbs, shrubs, cats, dogs, amphibians, reptiles, fishes, birds, etc., etc. Dear students, as I have told you that the human body or human beings are multicellular organisms. They are made up of different cells. Out of these cells, some of them are given along with their sizes, like red blood cells. Red blood cells are 0.007 millimeter across. Across means its diameter is 0.007 millimeter. Egg cell, which is also called ova, which is the beginning of a human baby, is one of the largest cells in the body. It measures about 0.2 millimeter across, which is about the size of one of the full stop that you put at the end of the sentence. Brain cell, one of the smallest cells in your body. They measure about 0.005 millimeter across. And it is estimated that about 40 of them would fit across the dot at the top of the small letters like I and J, etc. Now move towards this next topic. The next topic is tissue. What is a tissue? A tissue is a group of similar cells which all work together to do a particular job. Particular means specific, job means work or function, and similar means alike. So a group of similar cells, like similar in size, shape, and structure, they all work together to perform one specific function, and this is called a tissue. For example, the heart. The heart is made up of the cardiac muscle tissue. Look at all the cells. They are similar in size, shape, and structure, but they perform a specific function, and that is the pumping of blood around the body, because they have the ability to contract and relax. Now we will move towards the types of tissues. Although plants and animals have different types of tissue in them, but in today's topic we are going to discuss 3 plant tissues and 3 animals tissue. Plant tissues are epidermal tissue, photosynthetic tissue, supporting tissue. Animal tissues are epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, and the nerve tissue. First, epidermal tissue. Epi means outside, dermal means skin. So epidermal tissue is present on the outer surface of different parts of the plant. For example, the leaves and other parts. Other part means the stem, the fruits, the flowers, the roots, etc. As they form a covering, so they are in the form of sheets of flattened cells. As they form a covering, it means they are protective in nature. They protect the plant from damage, against injuries. And it also prevents a plant from drying up, means they are preventing it from water loss. Photosynthetic tissue. Again, the name shows that it is the type of tissue in which photosynthesis occurs. It means they are able to make food for the plant. The photosynthetic tissue is made up of the palisade cells. Remember, palisade cells were the specialist cells which had lots of chloroplast in them. Chloroplast has chlorophyll in them, and chlorophyll has the ability to trap the sunlight energy for the process of photosynthesis. So photosynthetic tissue are present specifically in the leaves and also in other green parts of the plant like green stem or the sepals, etc. Then comes the supporting tissue. The name suggests that they support the plant body. So obviously they will be present in the plant stem because plant stem has the ability to support the plant body. Why they are so specialist, or what makes them a supporting tissue? All because their cells have thickened wall as compared to rest of the cells of the plant body. So they support and strengthen the plant body. Now come towards the animal tissue. Number 1 is the epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is somewhat like epidermal tissue, that they are present on the surface of the animal skin, and also it will in the lining of some tubular organs. Tubular organs means like the esophagus and the small intestine, large intestine, some hollow organs like the stomach, etc., including the mouth also. As they also form a type of covering, so they are in the form of sheets of cell, and they are also protective in nature. Then comes the muscle tissue. Obviously they are made up of bundles of muscle cells grouped together, and they help in the movement of different animal parts. Where are they present? They are present in the limbs. Limbs are the arms and legs of your body, and also in certain organs muscle tissues are present, like the walls of the stomach are made up of muscle tissue. And remember about the heart. Heart is made up of the cardiac muscle. Then comes the nerve tissue. Nerve tissue is made up of nerve cells. In fact, they form a network around the body. Due to this network, they are able to carry messages around the body from one organ to the other. One organ to other means from the sensory organ to the brain, and from the brain to the sensory organs. So obviously they are present in the brain and spinal cord of an animal. This was all about types of tissues. See you again in next lecture, inshallah.